Tonight, ᓿ땕ыᓗ이థ 뚜ᓴᕋᒃᓴ이ᓪᗏ Dodie Malegana, ᓪᓗskuķiākauti지ᔪথ, ᓴᓅကိᔮკauṭi지ᔪθ, ᓴᓅကိᔮკauṭi지ᔪথ, Inuvialuit Pivalliajut 2026. Uvagut David Kuptana, ᓵᒃᓮaկauṭi지ᔪথ, Mintu Inletmin, Aulaktervingmi, Ahinlu Atnagulu Dahanegaki, Kelly Gordon, Inuvialuit Aglan Cochrane Alberta Mituk, ᓵᒃᓮaقauṭi지ᔪথ, Kakitiginegialu, Magpianiklu Daharahranik Daigaginegitka, Inuitlu Huliragvingnik. Uvahin David Kuptana, ᓵᒃᓮaقauṭi지ᔪথ, Mintu Inletmin. Gi ᓵᒃᓮaقauṭi지ᔪথ David? ᓵᒃᓮaقauṭi지ᔪথ David? Mintu Inlet Mituk.
Good 10:05.
Huh?
10:05.
Ready? No?
Yes, yeah. Go ahead. Ihaguditlaurutin. Yeah. Go ahead, David.
What is it?
Go ahead.
Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead, David.
Huh?
10:05, all right.
Hello?
Go ahead, David.
Ready?
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead. We can hear you.
No.
Go ahead, David. Go ahead, David.
Okay, start. Hello?
Yeah.
Uwanga David Kuptana ᓵᒃtiumitaw yung amani qijun mi ittugut havagallittugут hilaqqiqaalukamna nayoqtaqqut pakkaan imaningortoq aullaarpakkaaqutta qablunaani aullaarutivakkaptana norriorquta erneqalu aallallu inuittaorna norriortuttivaktut Travis Kuptana inuuktullu aallat anguvaktut qablunaat nanorpaktut qaanartoq angutaqarpakkami hilaqliorpiarpakkaptakiimi hilaqlukpiarpaktornigeq perrilaqpiarpaktorajja kiaortainnartu hilaqqertainnartoq ungallamit arraaqqimarallittor hajja amani havagallittugut umingmakioqqarviu ilangani mintu inlatmigooq natterriorallittugut havagallittugut ima ihivriorrerallittugut angutinik natternik inuinaamagallittu aullaarpiarpaktut inuit iqalukkiorpiarpaktut iqalukkiorpaktugullu uvagut tamapta iqalukpaktugu inu iqaluktorpangmataquanarpiartornutaagungnik ippakaalu aullaartilluta aggaannualik tautoqqaaqutigu hikkuinnarmitaunani piuktoq aggaannuali mikiut tingmiqallileqpiartut ngapkua uluagulliikkangullu qugiuillu tatilgallu tamarmik tikiqattaleqpiartut huli hiapkua mikkaalloqapanuannuat hikiaqyallu qulliqulliillu taapkuat tikitpalliavaktut iya hapkuat havaavut inillaguptigit ullumi aqagu angilqaahunguigut angilqaaviqqaqqut tikinmanaqagu angilqautqiyaagupta ahini avangniarmigapta uterupta masuuyamigooq erneqqut taam Joseph nattiliqivangmut masuuyami havakpakkami inuit hulilukkitpiartut angunialukkittut qaanarrivaktoq anguyut tuniorraikallit avuguivlutiglu hulilukkitut hulittaoq hapkuat inuhaat hulilukkinnahu uluqqartuumi ayuiqqautilutik ilihautilutik pinahuartut anguniarnarmik iya okay iwaqiyumiungnarriunaa hulilukkitpangniartut hapkuallu inuhaat nunauiliqivaklutik ilihautinahuartut nutaani innuhiktunik ima aullaanginnarpangmata inuhuktut ima atiinnik nunat hapkua tattillu aallalluna kangerruit atiinnik ilihautilugit pinahuartait hapkuat kinguvaakavut hapkuat inuvuktut ilittoriaanginni hapkuat nunat pitquhiinik aulattiviinniklu anguniarpagviinniklu hapkuat tasqarriuti upingassami atuleraangami anguniarpagvut aulalimainmata ukiassami ima takpaunga kaariuattiungmullu kaariuamullutat avatingnutat iqaluksiulerpakkut ukiassaraangat ukiumittauqamunga umingmagiuqarvimmi tuktuyoqutalu pivaktugut auyamittauq hapkuat ima tahiuyaqarvimmi tasqamunga haalahervimmu tuktuyuqpaktut qajartorrutik ukiassalirangattau ima aimaukattuangmu tattinnut kuviartoriartorrutik qinguanulu hatta qinguanungoongit piartugut ukioqqullit avatquttut takanungoimaittumik ukiassallakpanaamagallit kuma uuktorumillit sumagaluariga inuit mallauimakpata mallausquinartaraluatka uuktorungnaertiutaunna hajagunnoaq amna ineqqat aullaaqatinniartugut ima natterriorallut ivriorrerallut uuktorniartugut naammakpaklui naamagallittugut qaanarpiartoq ikajorteqarallit pakkapta iya huliuttauq qakoqqiarpakkami ippaggaq qapagaaluk ainnerit tikikaallak taarnarriqpiarpaktu ikirtuhiqpiarrutiklu ima hilisserpiartu ainnerit apiqpiarrutillu nangiarnartu ilanga tikikaallangnartoq ilaani haqqukaallakpaktugut tikilihakkaaaptigu ainnerit ippaggaq qayoqalluangit piartu anorritakpiarmat qapauvlunilu niklaumaqallittu hajakiaortainnartoq hilaqqertainnartoq iya huliluttauq innuhaat uluqqartuumi tangmaariartoqattaqallit palliaqallermiut upingassarmingmat hajjan qakugunnua ippaggigunnua qingaligit hapkuat masuimi tingmiarriulerpaktavu tikilloqilerpiarmiut inuit nusqangalimeermiut angunialukittut inuillu aullaqimavaktut aanniarvingmut aullaqattarpaktut uterpakkami qaanarrivaktoq naammassigaamik taaktillumunarrillu havaktut qaanarrivaktu ikajoqtut iya itsa alianarneq nalliutingmiyoq upingassarmingmat haja quviukpaklut ajornaraluarluni ilaajaqtut nalliutigaangamik imaatut anguniarpagvitti upakkaamik ilaani ingumannartugalua kiimi inuuhiq atauhiungmat tahamna atoqpaktaqqut ahitqulvissainmat inuinaammakpaklutik quviukpatsavut hamna quvianarnertikittoq quyahukpiartunga hamunga aklaat naamagallittimik huliqallit pakkama innguttat hapkuat nerneralu angayut nukaralu ilihautinahuaqu aullaaqatit paktugut inuillu aallat utermiguma uuktoqatiginiarmiyatka hapkuat ilihautiakkatka amigainmata hunamiglumi aallami uqassaqalluaruertunga naamagallit paglui amat umna ulloqqiutikkut ittuungmat talera unagulakuma igumillattaqa hamnaguoq iqaluin mayulerpaktulamani qiiyunmik tahilisamna oqarpaktaat igluqarvigerallitaqqut auyami upaqarpaktaqqut qakuungoraat qilalugarrioriartorrutalu pilerpakkaptahamunga hajahavagvigerallitaqqut ahiniluttaa iglulgittaikkaluttaa igluhaniptingni ittoq inuhuktut igluat okei qaanarpiaqqui nalliuterallit pakkapta naammakpaklut aniguuterallit patsavuut hila aallangorpiaami issuhia ima hilaqqeqqaaraani aqaguinnar hupiktittuni aallanguhakkuni hilaqlikaallaktarruni pivakkami ajornarriuq taimanitulittungnaaerami hila qaanarpiaqqut qakuguttaurluunnit oqassaqalluaruertunga amna nallernahugilerrugu qaglilermat amna aullaartaqqut maniiqpiarpaktu ilangamaniserpiartu aput kiimi aqilerpiartoq tattillluhapkuut taqayorluhikkulu immaktikallilekpiartut immaktingilimaangmigami okay amat qoanaqqutit naammakpaklui ikayortaqarpaklui kaalimunarivaglui qoanaqqutit qakuuttauluunniit uvanga naammakkuma tiivitkuptana qakuuttau iya
Okay.
na ilaannilu
Kuinak Bark David, Koleakdokavit, Uvalabak Mintu Inlet Min, Nagubea Yamauhidavani Ariga, Aulakdogaving me Koleakdokavit, Mintu Inlet Min, Kuinak Bark David. Uvahin, Daudagniaktahi, Achlakair, Akaislanik, Dingmuralagat, Laginikamik Inuit, Olukakdomin, Daudalakyung, Udagniakdogat, 2 minutes mukban.
Uvagut TV
Uvagut TV kuni takunnahusi.
Uvagut TV kut atuutiqallaqimma tahulagivavut
inuqatikka taavuktusi quyanami
takunnaqqutit Uvagut TV kunni.
Dautukdohi, Achlakair, Akihlanik, Dingmigralagat, Laginikut, Ulukakdumun, Kingalik Jamboreemun, at Nago Kuliakdo Faganeri Hitamanna, Aglan Bangmabak Makpiganik, the Hararanik, Daiguagniakdungam, IRC Gut, Ang Maganeright, Nudani Cook, Kaunaga Shrebinik, Gigo Hikari Shrebiniklu, Inuving 2027 Mukbangok, Hin Kaunaga Shrebingat, Gigo Hikavingatlu, Daitna, Darktinik, Havautit Lakablugit, Ikayukablugit, Inuvingmudat, Magmudatlu, Gigo Hikariniklu, Darktiniklu, Kaunagashiniklu, Hin Adauchi Mugunerite, Adau Hinikiglunik, Daitna, Inuit, Aulaktungai Kablugit, Gigo Hikariniklu, Darktiniklu, Ilatni, Hinlu, Daitna. Daitna hinik igluliut laginikut havautit laginikut gigo higiritlu dagtitlu kaunigakritlu maningnikai chukamit kaulit bait Canada min ikayuganik kamidlu maningnik tanngungit chot havagavengat Canada mi atnelik dailikun havagavengat kavamait nunaptingni ikayuganik kangatlu havagadiginit kangat daitna Kaunaga Shrivinik Bitlakablugit, IRC mi hivun niuktingat atangarangat Erwin Elias kuleak doak dait nihinik munakhragavingnik gigohikirignik lu bihukdud dait na gigohikirikangit namik hin aulak tuk paragu kamingit utakik paragu kamik lu Inuit kaunagahrinik daudug niaktoni hin lu dait na gigohikirinik dak dinik lu kaunagahrinik ivaklig niaktut lu havak dinik dait na havat lakablugit inuving mi it kanayag nirag niaktut lu dait na anglat chit kauslimin kuleak doag niaktut Inuit ki aulak tuk paragurut Yellowknife mun Edmonton mun luni ilat ni gigohikirinik daudug nirag niaktuni iluaklu nirag kamiklu hinlu Inuit hunik lagin kamik dait na kauslit ikayuhukait nagulhakabluit Inuvialuit Inuit lu umagmi inuhingat hin kuliutifagneriki humukbang ang magbernermi it kanayagner kamik havak bargne kamik pamabaka havak dinik it kanayagner kamikok hin IRC good kuleak dot anglatchit havak bargnek dot nagulharatun bilgovirak dotun kaunagahrinik gigohikirinin lu hivun mudikablugit kaunagabeakablugit Inuit hook hinlo Kelly Gordon ihagurikanga Alberta mi aulak dogininik ilihatrigurok ichakrinikokiukak ihagurikangat dait na tanwangitonik Inuvialungnik itklinik lu ilihautit lakabluit aulak dogving mi dait na Inuit ilichbeakabluit tanwangitonik ilihimaringet Gordon lu havagati lu ikayuktinga udokkanam Larry mistaken chief hivun nikik baragnikangat amirik ikok baragu kamik workshop nikili hautrigu kamit ichakraniko kiyukanin rok workshops nik katimagugait tanngit Inuit atlat Inuit lu tangit lu atlat Inuit lu kanutun amit lagait inigarudit amingat tanngit ilihimaringat ilihautrigu kamigitlu davnia hin holiragving niki hagurignikangat mikirochenik inunagvingat ni mikirochenik inungnik ilihautrigu kangat aglan ilihagaving mukharagnikwat havagaving mukharagnikwat lu holiragving lu nudat Inuit utokkanadit lu humilika Alberta mi ilihautrik paragugait Gordon kuleak dot dait nahinik atauchimu kamigit Inuit ilihautrigu kamigit havagati atauchimugugait naguratun ilihautrikablugit bitkohingatnik hin nagulhakablugit inusingat ihumalak dailikablugit reconciliation niklu ikayukparagugait hin dait na workshop liugurut tanngungitchonik ilihautrikablugit Inuvialuit itlitlu davani humilika etot Inuit ilihautrigugait hin mistaken chief ilichi kangat kuk dait nahinik amiganik nigarudinik amiganik ananangatni hin ilihimarangit nudat Inuit ilichi kablugit habiklangit chonik lu amingat ikokubluget havautikabluget huaklungnik atulaichut hugautanik lu atulaichuk hin imang mugugait lu dait na mitkuangat nigarudit habikla laichonik naichotun arigangnik bihugait mitkuangat nigarudit hin kubik paragugit rugurugut urut Inuit habiklangit man ikokamigit nigarudit amingat hin Gordon kulak dok naguviraganikwat hongra fagugait Inuit atauchimu kamigit tanngungitonik ilihautrigu kamigit ku uvahin daudagniaktahi makpigangat Kelly Gordon budulia liugininika daudagniaktahi daudalakyung una kinik doaglinik Utagineaktugut 2 minutes mukban. Uvlmi atidu Kelly kanukit bit. How are you? Awesome. Uvlubako kakidegneagiga Kelly Gordon Inuvialuit aglan Cochrane, Alberta Inuvialuit Pangmapak. Kelly, before we start the interview, can you tell us a little about yourself, who your relations are, and where you're from?
I was originally born in Inuvik, Northwest Territories. My nanak is Diva Gordon. My dadak is Jimmy Gordon. My parents are Ernie Gordon and Marie Jerome. I grew up in my younger years in Inuvik and spent a lot of time in a reindeer station, whaling with my nanak. I would go trapping with my dad. We would set net in Mackenzie River and Sigachik there. Grew up a lot on the land at reindeer station, and a lot of those moments planted many seeds that kind of helped me where I am today to be able to create the land-based education for my daughter. Spent so much time hunting with my family and taught me respect for our people, taught me how to hunt and shoot guns, trapping, skinning animals, fish camp. And so this interview today just really brought me back to all those memories, and I'm super grateful for just all the time and hunting and teachings that my Inuit family and my Gutchin family poured into me to kind of be where we are today. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Kuinak Barak Tutichangata Diva and Jimmy Gordon. Pauline Bernardlu. Uvahina, I see you host a lot of land-based education workshops, and I'm so excited to interview you about that because it sounds so interesting and everybody looks so engaged and look like they have so much fun. And I just really wish I could be there. And I kept telling my cousin Louise about it because she was wanting to learn how to skin hides. And I said, you got to connect with Kelly. You know, she offers hide tanning. Anyways, what does your day at work look like when you're doing workshops like you do? What does a day look like for you?
We originally started this, I'm in my third year of business. I was at Mount Royal University, and during COVID, it was such a bizarre time that I really connected with a Blackfoot elder here that is a hunter. He's got 60 years knowledge of doing the high tanning, so he has been teaching me and my daughter. So it's been 10 years that we've been learning. So our teachings don't come easy. And so we've been spending a lot of times just getting the teachings from the elder and helping him and working with him. We originally started in Tsuut'ina First Nation, and we would do small classes, and it's kind of evolved now to where we're going into homeless shelters, we're going into a lot of schools, so we're doing a lot of work with reconciliation. A lot of non-Indigenous members are signing up for our courses. Some days we're doing up to 700 kids to 400 kids. We go into treatment centers. We plan on going into jails to be able to just kind of connect with our Inuit people. And we have an Alberta Mute community here in Alberta. So we've been kind of gathering a lot of Inuit together here to be able to do some land-based teachings here in Calgary and Cochrane. And so, yeah, right now we're kind of fully booked. We have several emails. We have some interest from Nunavut. So the Nunavut Education Department reached out and would like us to come do a vendor form and send a land-based proposal. So right now, we're just creating a lot of different land-based proposals for all ages, kids, youth, adults, elders. I know a lot of the elders need the healing too the most. So we're trying to kind of just get out there. It would be like a dream come true, I think, to go back home and be able to give back to the Inuit community. Yeah.
Awesome. What are some of the teachings that you and your colleagues provide when you do these workshops?
We originally started the land-based education business doing the high tanning. So our number one workshop is the high tanning. We recently started a new program trying to impact the learners more instead of just observing us do the high tanning. I figured, how can we impact the community more to be able to get these teachings hands-on? So we created a full raw to smoke program where we flesh a hide, we scrape a hide, we'll teach the brain recipe, and then we will ring a hide, and then everybody gets to smoke their own hide. And then I also created a little mini educational kit to be able to send to the schools and students. It's just a little mobile mini high tanning kit with a real deer and just 4 little poles, where it's very popular in the schools. So Nunavut and certain schools back home are interested in getting the kits for the kids. It's the same teachings as the big frame, but it's in a mini version.
Mm-hmm. That's so awesome. Also, what inspired you to start the land-based education? There's so many teachings involved in just that one event.
I think it is the moments back home in Inuvik, like growing up on the land in Reindeer Station. I lost a lot of my family members, so I think I really yearn for that connection with the Inuit culture. I remember just as a little girl, like hunting with my dad and my nanak and my dadak, and I think growing up with those type of family members, planting in the culture into us, plant seeds for our future. So I think that what inspired me to create Alberta land-based education was being home in Inuvik, growing up in Inuvik, being close to family, hunting, learning the animals, missing them, and just wanting to make them proud too in the spirit world. I do really miss my family that passed away, and I'm on a healing journey myself. So I think that it's important that our kids and our youth have access to culture. I think that it's really important that when there's families like struggling with intergenerational effects, that we provide a healthy, safe place for our children to learn the culture, learn our Inuit ways in a good way. And so I think that it can really help our people, like everything they tried to take away from us, in residential school, that I'm really working really hard with our community, and all our people are doing it too, to keep our culture alive. So I think it's really important that I'm inspired by our people and what our people have gone through to be able to keep our culture alive.
That is awesome. And how did you become involved in the land-based education and the hide tanning process? That is so exciting.
Um, Again, I think back home, just having so much access to country food. I think growing up, like eating muktuk and eating kwak and, a bunch of traditional foods that really planted, just being able to grow up traditional. My daughter also eats very traditional with the country food. So we're hunting and we're always wanting to respect the hide. So we find it very healing too. So me and my daughter flesh hides at home here. We butcher the meat. We find it very healing. It's kind of a traditional bonding moment. The same teachings that my nanak and my dad poured into me, I'm really motivated to pour into my daughter and my daughter's friends and family. Also, we always gather here. So we'll just get even community together and just do the hides. So it's not even just about business. It's more or less about just our healing and the connection to culture. And yeah, so it's been very motivating. It's been 10 years and I've just officially smoked my own hide. So our teachings don't come easy and our elders are busy too. So it's hard to get these teachings. I think if I can say anything is like, don't give up. If you really do want to learn something in our culture, like really put your mind to it and put the hard work in. And it's really rewarding. So when I smoked my first tan hide, it was finally the best feeling after 10 years of really working hard to get these teachings. And so, yeah, it's been very rewarding to be able to share this with the community. I think the most thing that inspires me is like when the kids come to the courses and, really instilling lots of empowerment and encouragement in them. Some of the kids will come and they'll do a hide and then I'll tell them, you're a hide tanner now. And some of these kids can't even believe that, he'll run up to his little friend and say, am I a hide tanner? These kids really are really craving the culture. And so I know when I was a little kid, that's all I wanted was culture and, healthy family and safe space to learn. So that's what I'm kind of motivated to do here. Yeah.
That's great. And is it open to all ages or anyone who can take part in your workshops?
Yeah, we've had even just young ones like 4 years old. We have daycares that sign up for the courses. We have children that flesh the hides with little butter knives. We also have the little mini kit. So yeah, we do all ages and stages. We're going to be planning one here soon for the residential school survivors. So we believe it's for all people.
That's awesome. And you mentioned some of the feedback that you were getting. Did you get more feedback as well from other participants?
Yeah, right now we're in Cochrane. We have a huge non-Indigenous community here, and a lot of them are really yearning to learn from our culture. So a lot of the kids are very just even blown away at seeing a skin. Like, what is that? A lot of the questions like we get, and so I think we also do go to Calgary and we go to the reservations and we do bring it to our Indigenous kids. And so, sometimes it's not so much about the feedback. I think it's, like just connecting, being within community, being with the elders, having access to culture, our humor is a big part of our culture. So I think it's a lot of it is just gathering and being in community and everybody belongs there. So I think I definitely know that with the thousands of people that we've taught, it's always been feels like an extra kick in their step when they leave, just having this access to culture. I've had some people behind the scenes really come to me in a healing sense and not knowing their family or not finding a space to belong in community or not knowing where to go for access to culture. So very emotional, just a lot of people on the healing path. And so they find the hide course very healing. We usually do the Inuit donuts too. So I teach the Inuit donuts at the workshop. I've taught several people the recipe and they really like it over the fry bread with the baking powder. So the Inuit donuts are very, very popular here. Yeah.
Awesome. So what do you enjoy most about connecting with people and providing the workshops and with your gatherings and teachings?
I think when I get asked that question several times, I think I'm just being Inuit. I think that this is our culture. And I think that I'm yearning for the Inuit culture. Being so far away from home too, we don't have our Inuit people here. So I'm really just missing home. I think, sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
And that's all right. Definitely, I can relate to that, missing the culture, missing the food, missing the people and family and connections. It's tough on urban Inuit a lot of times. And some of the challenges you touched on, on your healing journey, can you share some of the challenges that you face when providing the workshops?
Sure. So we recently been doing some workshops here with the Alberta Inuit community, and I've been hearing from some of the elders, and they're also starving for supports and real healing. So I've had several residential school survivors, Inuit ones, reach out, and they're really yearning for supports. And like a lot of us sit down and we talk about what is healing for our people, what impact, sometimes they're complaining about going to a therapist and, they don't understand what they're going through. So then with this culture, I'm really trying to do it our Inuit way, our native way of just bringing the culture back. And so I find that it's really been really good for my recovery. So I've struggled with, intergenerational trauma. And I've been, I'm 40 years old. And so I'm really trying to figure out what are the effective ways to be able to heal our people from what we've gone through. And I think before it was like them trying to take all of our culture away. So I think that like by keeping this culture alive and having some of these workshops or community gatherings, it's giving our a sense of pride and identity, access to culture, for our people to be able to know that they belong, like regardless of if we're in Alberta or if we're back home. And also with the university, I've worked really hard to get to my third year university. My Inuit side of my family were really pushing education, kind of ingrained it into me as a young girl. So I've worked really hard to work on the Western side of things. And so I am in my third year of business. And I'm hoping that like with that business degree that I can still keep on doing the cultural access or give the cultural workshops. And we're open to, we're planning on going to Inuvik next year. And so we're working with the Great Northern Art Festival right now to make mini kits for the kids over there. And we're going to be doing them Inuit kits. So make your own soapstone igloo, make your own Inuit parka cover. So we're just making a bunch of little kits right now. It's in the talks for the kids there. So yeah, I'm just motivated for myself. I'm motivated to learn. Allows me to learn my culture and other cultures and then be able to share with others. We hire a lot of elders to come out with our workshops and they're able to come out and have community. The kids come out. So all around, I think it's us just being Inuit and being able to walk in these worlds with the other relations. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That's great. We have about 30 seconds or so left. Kelly, do you have any closing comments or advice for anyone?
Yeah, if anybody's interested in the workshop or creating educational kits for the kids, we're mobile, so we do travel. We're willing to go to the Inuit communities, and we do have a very empowering workshop. We bring the hides, and we bring a team. We bring also my daughter. She's Inuit and Gwich'in, and she leads for the youth, so she'll do the youth-led hide workshops. But yeah, if there's any interest in connecting, we're on Facebook for Alberta Land-Based Education. Our email is also albertalandbasededucation@gmail.com. And yeah, just open to work with community, work with our people, connect and be able to do anything we can to be able to just work with everybody so we can all kind of rise and work together. And just even also like, I've been through lots in my little life and, with the kids and the youth and stuff. And there was days where I didn't think I could make it through and stuff. And I've worked really hard to get to my university in my third year business. I'm almost done my degree. And then also create a fashion business and an Alberta land-based business, So I think that if, I just like to say that if, I was young once and feeling certain ways and that if I could do it, that, all the Inuit kids can do it. And so I just feel that I, just keep on trying and keep on working hard and yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Kelly, for taking the time out of your busy schedule today and sharing your beautiful photos of your on the land hide tanning business with the community and sharing your teachings with us. And we wish you the best and continue to be amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me today. And thank you for all the hard work you guys put into for this interview as well.
Okay. Ukakitikkaga, Kelly Gordon, Inuvialuit Aglan Inuᕕëʗ Cochrane Alberta mi ilihautruguruk Americanic workshop niklu Cochrane Alberta mi havakatingatlu. Uvahin daudagneaktuhi ᓿᕗ辰 Elders Camp udagneaktugut 2 minutes mukban. Daudugdohi ᓿᕗ辰 Aulactogvingat Udukkanat Aulactotlaginikut Hin ilituifat laruhi Udukkanat Aulactohokdot ACC gut Kukulat lagiki TCC gutlu UCC gutlu ilituifa guffi Aglan bangmabak magbiganik taharashanik daigwagniaktunga Ugot ᓿᕗ辰 Udukkanat Aulactogvingat Davini mutlaginikut udokkanat ᓿᕗ辰 mun June 26 minganin June 30th murnagalan kulinik udokkanat aulactotlaginikut ᓿᕗ辰 mun vok hin udokkanat akhlagaving min Inuvialuit min tuk min dingit lagineagait Uvagut National Park mun hin ᓿᕗ辰 mi Iglukbang min tupikrangat atut lagineagait iloni kugubikaginakut imakaginakut plumbing nikdayugaitaniktun hongak haudikaktutlu davini hin tingit lagaitlu helicopternik atlanik Inuvialuit davini park mi abekhrudikakuffi kukulat lagiki Inuvialuit ni Inuvialuit havagavangatni hin June 5 munaglan udokkanat aulactohokdot ᓿᕗ辰 mun kukulat ukaudid lagiki hin lu akhlaker tingmiroalungut akikhlanik Inuvialuit ulokaktumut laginikut akhlaker kamachabiraginikut avanik 50% nik akikhlanik ulukaktumut laginikut okiulimami kinglak jambrinik biniakamik okiubak hin akikhlanik tingit larut June 11 mi 12 mi 13 mili 14 milo okiubak hin Inuit tingit la hokdot ulukaktumu hokdot jambrimun kauti khusharukhi jamboree nik davani mohok namik hin Inuvialuit Community Corporation nik ᓪᕗыᓗ nagaluni ang yokhahi Community Corporation nik ᓪᕗыᓗ kuyat dalibiragait IRC gut dait nahinik akihlanik Inuvialuit aulaktot lagini kamik ulokakdumun dingit lagini kamik ulokakdumun abekhrudi kakkufi nagaluni kayut lagahilu tingmirolgohoktot ulokakdumun kukulat lagiki ulokakdumin Community Corporation havagvengatni ahinlu Kelly Gordon buduliyaliyoganinik Berry Jamnik lu ilihautigniaktuk Kelly Gordon ilihautiguruk Alberta mi aulaktaganinik ameganinik ikungnik ilihautigurut tangungichot ilihimaringitnik Butuligali hokdot ilichi hokdot Thursday mukban May 28 mukban 2 o'clock minganin 5 o'clock minaglan Frank Mills Community Hall me Cochrane Alberta me 405 First Street East Cochrane Alberta me Ilaw hokdot akihlanik duyut lagaki kakiharugun ibakligavengatni nagaka dugavengatni CISC Cochrane@gmail.com. Uvahin, here is your word of the week. Your word of the week is tuttu, meaning caribou. Tuttu. Uvahin na chikayagani kapta uvanga atagashakralok kuinak barak nalak doaka fiavlubak kuinak baraklu David Kuptana Kelly Gordon lu kakadi kapta uvlubak naguvirnik uvlilaw dagetchi hanahui kigo Lucy dulugak akiaktiginegana hanahui kigo lu